Every time life surprises you with a challenge, it's not a setback, it's an opportunity to evolve. When it knocks unannounced, be ready to open the door and take the next step. Don't wait for things to go wrong or for the perfect time. When life shows up, it's already time. Get your stuff together and be ready for whatever comes your way. You might not see it coming, but you can always prepare yourself for when it does. Life has a way of showing up unannounced, but your readiness will determine how you face it. The universe doesn't need an invitation to change your life. It shows up unannounced, so be ready to receive what's next, even if you're unsure of how it will unfold. Don't get stuck waiting for the right time or for everything to be perfect. Life will catch you off guard, but your preparedness will allow you to take advantage of the unexpected opportunities it brings. Sometimes, the most profound moments in life happen when you least expect them. Be ready, because when life shows up unannounced, it's time to decide whether to act or fall behind. When things get chaotic and unexpected, it's easy to feel lost. But in that chaos lies the potential for your biggest growth. Life will show up, whether you're ready or not. So start getting ready now. You can't control life's interruptions, but you can control your reaction to them. Life will show up when you least expect it, but if you're prepared, it will be a turning point, not a setback. Be ready for the unexpected. Life's opportunities don't come with an invitation. They show up unannounced, and it's up to you to recognize them and act. When life knocks on your door unannounced, don't panic. It's a sign that something new is about to begin. Embrace it, because change is often the catalyst for your growth. You never know when your next big opportunity will knock, but when it does, make sure you've got everything in order. Life will not wait for you to catch up. The most important moments in your life won't always be the ones you plan for. When life shows up unannounced, it's a sign that you're ready for what's next. Trust that everything will fall into place. Change is inevitable, and it often comes without a warning. But if you've been preparing, when life shows up unannounced, you'll be ready to face it head on and make it work for you. You can't predict when life will ask you to step up, but when it does, you need to be ready. Life shows up unannounced, and how you respond will determine your success. When life surprises you, it's an invitation to grow. Be ready for the unexpected, because when life shows up unannounced, it's a chance to prove how strong and adaptable you really are. Sometimes life changes without any warning, and those moments can be both terrifying and exhilarating. But if you've prepared yourself, you'll realize that when life shows up unannounced, it's just a chance to start anew. The most profound transformations often come when we least expect them. When life shows up unannounced, take a deep breath and welcome the change, because it's your moment to shine. You don't need a plan for everything. Sometimes the best things in life happen unexpectedly. When life shows up unannounced, be ready to embrace what's next. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity to take action. Life shows up when it's time, whether you're ready or not. So make sure you're always prepared to face the unexpected with confidence. The universe will bring you what you need, even if it's unannounced. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about being ready to act when your moment comes. Life doesn't follow a script. Sometimes it shows up unannounced, and it's up to you to turn it into something meaningful. Prepare yourself, because the best things in life often come without warning. You'll never know when your breakthrough will come. Life shows up unannounced, but it's your choice how you handle it. Be ready to take the reins when your moment arrives. In a world that moves faster than you can blink, life will surprise you when you least expect it. Make sure you're ready, because when it shows up unannounced, it's a call to step up and take charge. Success is born from preparation. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It shows up unannounced, and it's your job to rise to the occasion and make the most of it. You can't predict the future, but you can prepare for it. Life will show up unannounced, and when it does, your readiness will determine how far you go. Sometimes, life gives you no warning before turning things upside down. But if you've been paying attention and preparing, those unannounced moments become opportunities to change everything. When life shows up unannounced, it's your chance to make something out of nothing. Stay ready, stay present, and take full advantage of whatever comes your way. There comes a time when life doesn't give you a warning and everything hits you at once. When the universe knocks on your door, make sure you're ready to open it, even if it means showing up unannounced. That's when the real growth begins. Sometimes the hardest thing in life is not the struggles, but the realization that you've been avoiding your own greatness. The universe is knocking, and you're the one who decides whether to answer it when it shows up unannounced. I'm not here to wait for the perfect moment, nor am I waiting for an invitation. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. It's time to get everything in order, because when life shows up unannounced, it demands your full attention. Your success doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for the right time or a detailed plan. It shows up unannounced, and if you're not prepared, it will pass you by. Be ready for anything, because you never know when your moment will arrive. You're only as powerful as your willingness to face the things you've been running from. When life shows up unannounced, it's because it's time for you to stop hiding and start living with purpose. Sometimes, the most profound things happen when you least expect them. Life doesn't give you an advance notice when it's time to change, but when it shows up unannounced, it's a call to show up for yourself. Being unprepared is a choice. Life is relentless, and it doesn't wait for you to get your act together. But when you do finally show up, make sure you're fully present, because the moments when life knocks unexpectedly are the ones that shape who you are. Life will show up unannounced at the most inconvenient times, but those are the moments that matter. If you've been waiting for everything to fall into place, now is the time to take control and get everything together. I'm not waiting for tomorrow to get my life in order. Life doesn't wait, and neither should I. When the knock comes, I'll be ready, even if it comes unannounced. Every step you take today is a reflection of the choice to show up, no matter how hard or unplanned it may seem. Life doesn't give you a heads up, but it's your responsibility to be prepared for whatever shows up. The world is chaotic, but in that chaos lies opportunity. Life doesn't always ask for your consent before it disrupts your world, but when it shows up unannounced, it's time to adapt, grow, and embrace change. It's never the perfect moment, and you can't wait for everything to line up before you act. When life shows up unannounced, it's telling you that you're ready, even if you don't feel prepared. The most important changes in your life won't come with an invitation. They'll show up unannounced, forcing you to make a choice. Get your stuff together because the moment is now. Growth doesn't happen when you expect it. Sometimes it's the surprise visit from change that shifts your perspective forever. Be ready to face what's ahead, because it will come without notice. When your life suddenly changes direction, it's often unannounced. The key is to embrace it, be present, and start organizing your thoughts and emotions to move forward, no matter how unexpected it is. You don't control life's timeline. You only control how you respond. When things show up unannounced, take a deep breath and realize that this could be the catalyst for your transformation. I don't wait for permission to be myself, and I don't wait for the perfect time to start living. Life is unpredictable, but the one thing you can control is your readiness when it knocks unexpectedly. When life shows up unannounced, it forces you to confront the life you've built and reassess where you stand. It's a wake-up call to get everything together and move forward with purpose. Your future doesn't wait for you to catch up, and life doesn't send you a letter saying it's time for change. It shows up when you least expect it, and that's when you need to be your strongest. Life is unpredictable, but the one thing you can be sure of is that it will never stop moving forward. When it arrives unannounced, take a moment to breathe, adjust, and gather your strength for what's ahead. What if the next big step in your life shows up today without notice? Will you be ready? Your success lies in being prepared, not in waiting for the right time or the perfect circumstances. Success isn't about perfection, it's about readiness. Life won't wait for you to get it all together. It will show up unannounced, and it's up to you to rise to the occasion. Sometimes life tests you by showing up unannounced, but in that moment of chaos, there's a chance for growth. How you respond shapes your future. Prepare yourself for unexpected opportunities. You don't need to see the whole path to take the first step. Life might show up unannounced, but when it does, trust that you've got what it takes to navigate through it with clarity and strength.